Oh, favorite video of the week here. Talking about the earnings coming up next week, starting the week of May 25th. I hope you're ready for this. Obviously, you see a blank page Monday. Staring at the blank page before you. I am not planning on opening up the dirty window, but there's no one because it's Memorial Day. Come on now, go out, grill. Make sure you don't have more than 10 people in a get together, okay? The police are coming for you. But yeah, go ahead, grill if you could ever find any sort of meat to grill, actually, without paying $20 a pound for it. So, but then Tuesday, that's right, we're going right into the before open Tuesday. We're just had a great day off Monday, right? No, I mean I'll be working, but AutoZone before open. Yeah, AutoZone. It's an industry that I think is it's a weird one. If you think about the increased cost, AutoZone is one that's going to have to take a lot of that. We're talking about disposable wheel covers so that they can actually work on vehicles, disposable seat covers, all of this stuff in terms of increased supply usage that they're going to have to go through in terms of sanitation. It's going to be pretty expensive as far as the EPS line is concerned for this company and just the cost in general. I don't know what the business looks like, though. You know what I mean? People, obviously, it's still a need business. It's absolutely a mandatory business because of the fact that people still need work on their vehicles. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. I think it's going to be just a normal in terms of revenue. I don't think you're going to see much of a revenue hit, but I do think that you will see a EPS hit pretty bad. You have Anaplan, Scotia Bank, Elbit Systems, Hibbett Sports. Hibbett Sports, sorry, you're non-essential, so you're going to be hit hard. Will be interesting to see what online, retail looks like for these sports places, just due to the fact that, where's the momentum for it? All sports have been canceled right now. I mean, canceled, I say delayed, really, is the more thing. Are people still that into sports in the time? Or do they usually gain a lot more momentum during a season. So maybe this pent up, frustration has got people actually pretty excited and they're actually buying a lot. I don't know. I picked up some sports shirts personally, but that's just because that's all I wear. Then you have Magic. Magic. All right. I don't know what China Yuchai is, but Yukai, I don't know. Don't know what it is. Sorry. Viomi, American Woodmark, and also Booz Allen Hamilton, which is definitely a law firm, I assume. That or they're an insurance company. You can tell whenever they give you the last names. This is most likely a law firm, but we don't like to talk about them. Sorry. Don't even know who you are. After close, we have CBL, which this is a real estate investment trust. I'm pretty sure they're mostly focused in the retail, specifically the mall industry. So I think you can anticipate a horrible quarter. I think that goes without saying. You're going to expect a very bad quarter because of the fact that these malls were shut down. We finally have malls starting to reopen, so you might be able to see some positive news from the CEO here, saying that malls are reopening back up, and you're going to expect good things from them potentially. Simon Properties giving warm and fuzzy feelings, so maybe CBL could do the same. You've got Keysight Technologies. You've got Ripoff Geico, known as Heiko. UMA, cool. Viasat, Stone Company, Net One. Needless to say, another Chinese company that we're not too familiar with. Gosh, I'm sorry. I need to start learning some of these, what these symbols are, and maybe it's just a good thing for me. I'll think about it. We'll think about it. And then again, we finish with another Chinese company that I don't know, but it looks. I love their logo. What can I say? It's like yin yang, but instead it's got like happy face and also happy face. So I don't know what that means, but I like it. Wednesday before open, you've got Ralph Lauren, very high end quality in terms of just clothing in general. Glasses, they got everything. The Polo brand. It's a company that benefits a lot from, obviously, clothing retailers being open, so I expect bad numbers from this company, all things considered. We also talk about the fact that we're going into recession. Are people going to be spending the extra dollar, or the extra, let's be fair, $15, $20 to get the Polo brand, or are they going to go with the cheaper brand? That's a good question. It's all about brand loyalty, and I think they have a very good customer base, but I do think going into recession, it's a company that's going to be hit pretty hard. And on top of that, obviously, just with the closure of a lot of stores that actually sell these products, they're going to get hit hard as well. So, not expecting great things for Polo over the next year personally, but I could be wrong. Then you have Photronics, BMO, Royal Bank of Canada. It's a small holding I have just because I wanted to get into international banking. So I have Royal Bank of Canada in my portfolio. We've got Embraer. A logo I'm not aware of, VIP. VIP, is that what that is? Not too aware of it. Red Hill Biopharma. I'll rely on my man, the hard worker in the comments, for his opinion on Red Hill Biopharma, because I'm not too good on these biopharma companies. Biotechs aren't my strong suit, and I never suggested they would be. But speaking of biotech companies, you saw Sorrento Therapeutics shoot up, in one day 150%, and then the next day up again. That's right, your boy here bought some put options, ended up with $30 profit in a day off of $100 capital. I'm pretty happy with it, okay? We take those 30% gains in one day, that's right. You have Innomar Medical, Columbus McKinnon, and Town Square. Okay. After close, Workday is, it's an interesting thought. I don't know how their business necessarily changed. Think about, instead of a company having personnel coordinator, think about Workday as like a third-party personnel coordinator for the company. It's a lot cheaper for them. So there's been signing a lot of contracts with a lot of companies. So Workday is actually getting very involved with a lot of companies. Does this current situation really impact them? Most likely. If you think about companies being out of business, I don't know if those companies that aren't hiring people are still going to be using Workday. Typically, Workday works with big companies, though. And those are the ones that are quote-unquote essential. So there's not as many layoffs. But still, I think that Workday is probably going to get hit a little bit from this, as companies were not using their services quite as much. You have Autodesk. Again, I talk about this every time, and I never remember if that is the I think it's the engineering software company. It is a engineering program, I should say. Very interesting stuff. I remember using it back when I was learning just the basic concepts, and I made a car using this program. And what can I say? It looked beautiful. Now, was there any sort of function to anything? No, it was really just design, but that's fine. Then you have, that's right, the baby HP. HP, something I'm, hopeful for in the future. Still nothing I think is going to be massive. I think overall they benefit from this current situation with all the home office buildings going on. As one of the, obviously, good in terms of desktop sales. I think desktop sales will be doing pretty well as just laptops, obviously, as people are making the switch to work from home. They need computers to do that, and HP will benefit. And again, my long-term vision on this stock is 3D printing takes a bigger part. Once they get there, they will get there. But for now, I think this benefits them, all things considered, in terms of revenue. Then Nutanix, Box, Poly, Coherent, NetApp, Best Inc., and Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is also an interesting one. It was previously something I would consider a pretty quality stock. Right now, it's one that I think it's super hard to say. I don't think necessarily that recession environments hurt this stock ridiculously bad, for a couple reasons. So Toll Brothers houses, if you think about what you're looking at. Toll Brothers, they make houses, sell houses. Toll Brother houses are very high end, very high quality ones. These are ones that are, very expensive houses. Does that get hurt in a recession type environment? I don't think they necessarily do, just due to the fact that the people that are buying these expensive houses are the ones that have a lot of expendable income. They've got money to buy these houses. So these are going to be rich people buying the houses. So in a recession type environment, rich people still have the money to buy the houses. The housing market's going to be hit kind of hard, all things considered. So you might see a decrease in terms of average selling price for these houses. But overall, I think it doesn't hurt them as bad as it hurts other companies, because the people who buy these Toll Brother houses are ones that have the money to still buy them. So Thursday before open, you've got the dollar stores. That one hurt me. Something weird happened in my esophagus, and it was not happy. Before open, the dollar stores, Dollar General, and Dollar Tree. Again, these companies I don't have a lot of insight in, but I know they've picked up a lot of business just due to the current environment. A lot of people are going in there looking for the essentials that they can't find at other stores, because normally your hidden gems are going to be in Dollar Tree, Dollar General, because the TP, the single rolls, no one's really buying them as much. They didn't used to, so people didn't think about it. So guess what? They're probably selling a lot of TP. But overall, just business in general probably improved for these companies in terms of a revenue perspective. So pretty exciting. Then we have my baby, NIO. Whew. I'm waiting for this NIO. I'm waiting for these NIO earnings like no one's business. I think they're going to post a very good quarter, first off. And I think, secondly, they're going to have a very good following quarter. No doubt. I think next quarter is going to be a lot better. I think we're finally turning the tide on the Chinese auto market, and we're finally going to see some growth, actually. And NIO is doing a great job of this. The question with this company obviously becomes, where is the money coming from? They burn cash quite heavily, but they are really showing good growth, all things considered. So very interesting. And next quarter, obviously, they will be releasing their next vehicle, the EC7. Very interested for that. You got Momo, TD, I think that's TD Bank right there. Canadian Solar, that's right, Canadian Solar. Don't know about them, but obviously they work on solar energy and renewable energy. Big thing, especially if you're talking about Canada and just the future of the world, really. Burlington, the coat factory, as we like to say, Burlington Coat Factory. One that's going to be hit obviously hard this quarter, and I think it's slightly priced into the stock, but it's going to be a horrific quarter, no doubt about it. Abercrombie & Fitch is in the same boat. Going to be awful. The question is, what does the recovery look like on the other end of this? Do they boost our online sales, or is it going to be that we just have to wait until the demand comes back into the in-store clothing retailers like Kohl's, etc.? I don't know. Monroe Incorporated and Sanderson Farms. I like the name. Don't know what it is. So Thursday, we got some good ones Thursday for sure. Starting with Costco wholesale. Now, Costco has pretty much been the dominant wholesaler in the just world right now. I think they're probably going to lose a lot of business here. I don't think this is going to be that great of a quarter for them. I think overall you're going to see a growth in terms of revenue. Obviously, there's no doubt about that. But I think they're turning away a lot, and I mean a lot, of their members due to the fact that they have a mandatory mask policy. They're making people wear masks to even enter their stores. Even today. To this day, they still are. And working for a competitor, I can tell you right now, a lot of people are stopping, or I don't know if they're still paying for the Costco memberships. I know they're not shopping there, but they're very much not happy with the fact that they're required to wear a mask. Associates make sense. Customers, I don't think you should be forcing your customers to wear a mask, but again, it is on the company to decide that. So I think they're going to lose a lot of business from that. That's just my perspective. I like this company a lot long term, though. Very smart company. Just stupid move right now, in my opinion, to have mandatory masks. Then we have Salesforce, very, very interesting company there. Salesforce is a great, great tech company. Really on the forefront of a lot. I mean, Salesforce is great. So I'll be looking at Salesforce earnings for sure. We have Okta, Marvell, Viva, Zscaler. Again, I never know how to pronounce it, and I never look it up. Zscaler, I don't know. We're just going to say it. Ulta Beauty is a beautiful company, all things considered. It's a very fast-growing company. They are putting together, they're putting stores everywhere on the nation. Ulta is great, and picking this stock up at a cheap price is definitely good. I would have preferred to pick it up back when it was freaking near $100 or something. We're talking back in March, in mid-March, their lows were $128. Stocks right now at $220, and previously had highs upwards of nearly $400. So it's a very good stock. I like the company. I don't know where I want to value this at right now, but I think the valuation's relatively fair right now. And if it goes down again from earnings, I will certainly be picking up some Ulta shares. Then we've got Dell Technologies, another one that will be benefiting from the current environment, just due to the fact that work from home and home offices are going to be bigger. Remark Holdings and DXC Technologies. Then we finish Friday with Canopy Growth. Again, expect garbage numbers from these companies because it's what they post. These Mary Jane companies just post garbage EPS numbers and cash burn, but if they post some positive, good revenue growth, I don't know. These things are just overbought, in my opinion, and I think people will realize that in the future, and these things will continue to go down, but it could be wrong. We got Big Lots. Haven't been in one of those stores in 10-something years for sure. ReneSola, definitely a solar company. Circor, and then finish it off with Chang. Or is it... It's definitely Chang. There's no way it's Ehang, right? There's no chance. Friday's not too exciting for us, but, there's some good companies to look at this week. Definitely ones I'll look at picking up if they drop. Such as a Toll Brothers, or an Ulta Beauty. Definitely ones that I will be looking at quite a bit. CBL's not an awful one, all things considered, but yeah, definitely hope you enjoyed this.